185-pound title fight between Tyler Shipp, who, as you said earlier, was at one time the heavyweight champion, the light heavyweight champion, and now the 185-pound title fight against Nathan Pierce, who's coming off a big victory
over Nick Jewell.
Over Nick Jewell. He won with a beautiful rear naked choke. He got it to the ground. And Nathan Pierce, once again a product of Area 502 MMA in Louisville, was able to win the grappling aspect of his last fight.
Yeah, Nathan Pierce, 25 years old, as you mentioned, representing Area 502. He wrestled in high school and is also a black belt in Taekwondo, Judo, and Hapkido. He is a correction officer for Louisville Metro and down in Kentucky. This guy who's been fighting since 2011. He's fought a lot of guys who are professionals now at this point. So took about a 3-year layoff, actually almost exactly 3 years, and came back earlier this year. Made his second amateur fight back at Hardrock 46 back in 2012. So a guy who's been around for a long time. And now finally getting an opportunity to fight for the Hardrock light or middleweight title.
If we're comparing and contrasting styles here, I would say Nathan Pierce is a little bit more savvy, a little bit more experienced with the background in high school wrestling, black belt in Taekwondo. Also, coming out of Area 502, you know he's very experienced with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game. Blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Phil Perkins. So he's been around the block. He knows how to fight. What we have in Tyler Shipp is a different story.
20 years old, 5-0 out of Indiana, Osgood, Indiana, represents Hybrid Gym over there and also drives and trains at Team Demon with Dave Gayhart and Andrew Wood in Cincinnati.
What I would describe Tyler Shipp as is a really good athlete who works really hard. He's very well conditioned, and he has a really strong striking.
Great striker, yeah. We've seen him against Josh Schlenker when he won the heavyweight title, against Nick Jewell when he won the light heavyweight title, and now looking for his third title. He is the reigning, you mentioned he was the champion. Nobody has won that belt. He is the reigning heavyweight champion and light heavyweight champion. So to hold 3 titles for Tyler Shipp, I mean, that's definitely would be one heck of a year. All 5 of his wins thus far have been via knockout, with 4 in the first round. Guy who has just been around martial arts since he was a kid, and started doing kickboxing when he was 16, doing amateur kickboxing when he was, not even old enough to legally vote.
Nathan Pierce, obviously a little bit more experienced, doesn't have quite the reach or height that Tyler Shipp has. We'll have to see. It's a clash of styles. Styles make fights, and what we have here is an older guy in Nathan Pierce who has a little bit more experience versus the young phenom.
Yeah, and Tyler Shipp, I mean, really has just stormed onto the scene here and, made his debut in 2015, but really has stormed onto the scene in 2016, and definitely in 2017. He's been very impressive thus far this year.
Pierce moving down from 205 pounds to 185 pounds for this fight.
Both guys moving down to
exactly, both guys moving down. If I'm Nathan Pierce in his corner, what I'm instructing him to do is try to get this to the ground at all costs. It's amazing how Tyler Shipp has lost all that weight, isn't it? He looks great.
Emmy going from being 260 pounds when he won the heavyweight title to 205, now down to 185. And I think he's going to try to go all the way down to 125 and win that title down there as well.
I think he got out of high school and he was just like, well, I just get to focus on fighting now. And the weight just started peeling off.
Yeah, I think honestly that probably in his perfect weight class, once he gets a little bit more seasoned and maybe even he's probably not even done growing.
Yeah, what's his perfect weight class?
I think probably 170 eventually.
Okay.
Maybe when he turns pro at some point, but yeah, definitely
no reason to rush into that, right?
Yeah, I mean 185 for now is. I mean, you see the size against Nathan Pierce. Definitely a stockier guy, but he's definitely not outsized by any means. You immediately
Pierce
see
with the leg kick, or with the body kick.
A big head kick there. Jumping head kick from Tyler Shipp. But Shipp you see on the ground and has a little bit of an underrated ground game, I think, does Tyler Shipp. But Pierce definitely the veteran.
Look, Pierce trying to get the back early. That's what he wants. That's how he won his last fight. Is he able to sink in the rear naked choke this early in the first round?
Pierce here has to stay calm. Shipp has to stay calm. Pierce needs to also stay calm, but he's very high on the back of Tyler Shipp.
Yeah, it's a very high back that he has.
Shipp just able to stand up. Now
does Pierce have an armbar? It doesn't look like it's in the right angle, no. This fight is on the ground. We thought that's where Pierce wanted it. We'll see how long it stays on the ground.
Well, and Shipp just absolutely starting to tee off here.
Pierce trying to work an open guard, trying to keep some distance. I don't know if it's working.
Honestly, a little surprised that Shipp hasn't just tried to stand up, but he's starting to tee off on Nathan Pierce here.
I think a very successful young fighter like Tyler Shipp doesn't want to shy away from going to the ground at all.
Yeah, now in side control here is Tyler Shipp. Was looking to try to mount, but he is throwing some big shots on top here.
1 minute and 20 seconds left in the first round. If you're Nathan Pierce's corner right now, you need to try to figure out a way for him to get out of this round.
Yeah, and Tyler Shipp is all over him at this point. That's the thing that, you see Tyler Shipp, even if he's in trouble like he was in that choke, and then just get out of it and then just start to tee off. A guy who just comes forward, throwing some big bombs here. This might be close to being stopped, but it looks like Pierce is still in it. Under a minute to go here in round number 1. Pierce trying to win his third straight fight in the first round. His third straight title in the first round.
For Shipp, yes.
Excuse me, Shipp. Now with the knee on belly. Throwing some big shots here is Tyler Shipp, and this might be close to being stopped.
Pierce is giving him his back, and Shipp is not even taking it. He's continuing to throw the strikes.
And that's it.
Pierce
is complaining, but he was eating a lot of shots, and he was not defending himself. He took a lot of punishment there, but I don't think that's a bad stoppage at all. It's definitely the referee's job to protect the fighters, and he was taking a lot of punishment.
Pierce is not happy with that early stoppage. Very impressive win for Tyler Shipp. Is he going to get in any trouble for climbing up on the cage?
Sometimes that happens, but
Tyler wants to have us tell his fans what's up.
Yeah, an impressive performance there by Tyler Shipp. I think you definitely can't take anything away from him. It's a tough loss for Nathan Pierce, but I think the lesson there is that you can't take that many unanswered blows and expect the referee not to stop the fight. You have to continue to fight back. Especially in the climate where we are, when people are worried about head injuries and concussions and things like that, taking that many unanswered blows just is not a good idea ever.
And it's amateur.
Exactly.
Some of the fans are not happy with the stoppage.
Tyler Shipp now starting to jaw a little bit with some fans in the crowd, but he's always keeping a smile on his face.
What is next for Tyler Shipp is the question.
Tyler Shipp has been nothing but impressive thus far. I'm sure he would definitely fight Nathan Pierce again.
Oh, yeah.
Because he honestly looked fantastic in that fight.
Did we see anything different out of him? He didn't shy away from going to the ground.
Yeah, he is impressive.
He didn't try to win by submission. Like I said, Nathan was giving him his back,
right,
and he instead opted to throw the haymakers, which obviously ended the fight, so there's nothing wrong with that. That's his comfort zone. He doesn't have to do jiu-jitsu if he doesn't want to.
Right. But you saw the underrated ground game
You
there
did.
of
You
Tyler
did.
Shipp.
He responded. He didn't shy away from when it did go to the ground.
Thanks everybody for coming out. My team, everybody that works with me. Thank you, Brandon and HB, all that works for me. And my sponsors for looking me along here and everything to Rex and Design.
Definitely an unhappy. At least one very unhappy
one
fan
very
here.
unhappy fan. And I mean, you can't take anything away from Tyler Shipp. He's not the one who stopped the fight. I think he was willing to stay in there and continue to punch Nathan
Oh, I
Pierce
think
if
he
the
would have
referee
loved
would've let
to.
him.
He would have loved to have.
How old are you? 20 years old. It's my first year. Oh, I was at high school, buddy. Hey, give it up. The man just won his third belt. Give it up, Tyler Shipp.
Again, nothing but impressive